We're gonna be lads. Get strapped in, mate. Lads, do you see the team you support? Yes or no? Are you not seeing the team you support? I'm being brutal, by the way. I am gonna be as brutal as humanly possible. Let's get straight in, boys. So obviously, lads, we've got a lot of tiers because obviously there's a lot of kits, so there's a lot of tiers. I don't like their sponsor. It's too wham. It's too wham.
Oh, it's gonna be a long day.
It eliminates a lot of shirts on the list. I don't like red. You know, I've been brought up as a Tottenham fan, so I don't like red, but I can still appreciate a nice kit. So, if you like red, this is probably like top tier. For me, this is going no more than middle of the barrel. We'll go C. It's not gonna, like, if you see this in the street, first of all, you're a nonce wearing an Accrington Stanley shirt on the street. It's not gonna make you be like, oh, look at that. Whereas, if I may, boys, if you see me walking down the street in this current shirt, you're gonna be like, oh, look at that shirt, you know? Next up on the list, the first Premier League club, Arsenal. Now, I will say, lads, if Arsenal won the league last season, this would genuinely, and I'm not baiting, this would go either S or X. Legit. But the fact they've got gold on their shirt when they bottled the league, it goes down to the B's here. You can't be wearing gold if you bottled the league. Lads, this is the first one where it's going to be bad. I'm going to say I don't like the colour scheme. Obviously, you know, fair enough, that is their colour scheme. You know, you can't, you know, I'm sorry. I don't really like their new badge. Lads, for me, it's an F tier. That is an F tier for me. What on earth am I looking at there? I don't know how to, explain it, but this shirt looks like, you know when you go to them shops in Turkey and you get, like, a shirt like that? That, to me, looks like the Bangkok national team shirt. That might be the worst shirt in history. That is whack. We've got, like, a Finland kind of vibe, lads. It's looking like a Finland kind of vibe. I mean, it's a bit basic. I don't mind it. I don't know who it is. It ain't good. It ain't bad. It just goes straight down the middle for me. Oh, lads, Birmingham. I like it. I don't know what, like, does any Birmingham fans in the chat? What does this represent? Like, for me, I'm thinking, you might just think, oh, it's just a weird design. You know what I'm thinking? This is an audio file. So, you know when you record, yeah? And, like, you know, say you go on your phone and you record and you can see, like, audio. I reckon this is an audio of them doing, like, a Birmingham chant.
I think that's a good idea.
That's going to A tier. That is going to A tier. If that's what it is, it's going to A tier. If not, it's still a cool shirt. It's still a cool shirt, all right? That is, right now, lads, right now, that's the best shirt of the day. What on earth is that sponsor? Totally wicked. I will say one thing. I do like how it's blue on white and then white on blue. I do like that. In my opinion, having like a vape sponsor is up there with having like a gambling sponsor. So for me, boys, I'm sorry, wank. Next up, I believe that is Luton. No, Blackpool. Sorry, Blackpool. Tell you what, boys, Blackpool have done it right. That, for me, I love an orange on white. That's going into the A tier for me. That is an absolutely lovely shirt. Really not much complaining from me. There is not much complaining for me. Never gonna go wrong with that. I like that a lot. Is it me? Or does the sponsor look a bit too low down? Or the badges look too high up? I don't like that. I'm not vibing with that in the slightest, mate. I don't like that. Again, it's a nice shirt, but the gambling sponsor, man. I'm going to say, I think that's our first D tier. I think it's our first D tier. I love the black and red stripe, but realistically, the sponsor is awful. Own up. What is that? Bristol Rovers? That might be the worst abomination of a shirt I've ever seen in my lifetime. I'm not going to say it's wank, you know. I'm going to put it in the F, because at the end of the day, it is their colour scheme. They can't really do much about it. I just don't think stripes is the way to go about that, to be honest with you. That Brentford shirt, I'm sorry, straight away.
I think.
Absolutely woeful. Don't like it. That Brighton shirt, that's S tier. It's obviously, it's not quite X tier. That Brighton shirt is the best shirt so far. Easily. And like, yeah, someone just said, that, oh, but the sponsor's a credit card company. What's your beef with credit cards, mate? I might end up moving that to X tier, but we will see, lads. We will see. I mean, it's simple. It's effective. Again, it's a red shirt, which doesn't do me any justice, but it's not bad. I'm putting Bournemouth up because Bournemouth and that are not the same level. I'll put Bournemouth on C. Who's that? I like that. I actually really like that. I don't know who that is. Bristol Rovers. Apparently it's Bristol Rovers. This Bristol is a D. This Bristol, S. I'm noticing a theme, lad. All you gotta do to get my seal of approval, white and blue, mate. That is a lovely, lovely shirt. The sponsor goes with the shirt. I love the sleeves and collars. That's an S tier for me, lads. That is a prime moments S tier. Again, I like the sleeves and the collar, but the sponsor is massive. The sponsor of Suzuki, massive. That's going to go in F for me. Or you know what? Because there's no E, I'll put it in E. It will go in E, just because the sponsor kind of ruins it. Now we've got Burnley.
It's always bloody Burnley.
Not doing it for me, lads. I will put it in... It's a D. It's a D. That's prime moments D tier. The sponsor just does not go with the shirt in the slightest, mate. And for me, that's such like a big thing. I'm going to put that. I like it. It's the first yellow shirt of the day. I'll put it in... It's a C. I won't do it as bad as, you know, as you might think. I'll put it in C. Cambridge United? The sponsor's something to do with Cambridge. So, you know, it's local. Support your local. You know what, lads? Cambridge United is going to make the B tier for me. That makes the B tier for me 100%. Colchester's quite local to me, so it hurts doing it. But, lads, that is not... That's not nice. It's not nice. Coventry. Well, I tell you what, lads. That's A tier. It's got to be A tier, mate. That is lovely. Nah, you know what? I'll put it in B. Just because of the sponsor. Doesn't really go with it. Kind of messes it up a little bit. I'll go B. Crew Alexander. Wank. Crystal Palace. Any Crystal Palace fans in the chat, you're going to like this one. That, for me, that's the best one we've seen today. That's S. That's the best one we've seen today. If any kit's going to get... Lads, I'm being so, like, touchy with X. X, for me, has to be the perfect shirt. So, like, if any shirt gets in, it's going to be that. But I'm going to put it top of S tier. That goes top of S tier. That is lovely.
That is bloody lovely.
I don't like that. That goes in E for me. And you know what goes in F? I don't like the shoulder pads, mate. Don't like it. Next up. Now, lads, honestly, if it wasn't for the big fat gambling sponsor, this would be top tier for me. This would be like A tier, S tier. But because of the sponsor, we're going to go... We're knocking it down to B. It's going down to B for me, lads. Sorry. It's quite rare you see this kind of pattern on a football shirt. I'll tell you what, lad. That's going to find its way to B tier for me. No. That's found its way to A tier for me, lads. That is a lovely shirt. A rare pattern. I like that a lot. It looks like, lads, it looks like a kit you'd make on pro clubs, which I guess should be a compliment. It's not doing it for me. It's good. It's just not... It's a B. I mean, the most basic shirt you've ever seen in your life, to be honest with you. It's not bad, but again, it can't get any more than a C. It's just middle of the road, mate. Do you know what I mean? What is that? Gillingham, right? I don't like it. I want to like it, boys, but I don't like it. I'm gonna put it in an E. It can't get any more than E, lads. I'm sorry. Lads, that genuinely looks like a placeholder sponsor. That might be the worst sponsor I've ever seen in my lifetime. Wank. By the way, top of wank. The worst shirt ever. That lead shirt, simple, but may I say, very effective. Welcome to the S tier, mate. Welcome to the S tier. Now, wrong with that. That's a, it's not quite S. It's a definite A, though. Definite A, boys, for sure. Liverpool. I tell you what, boys. This Liverpool shirt, it's an S tier for me. There's not really anything wrong with it. It's just quite boring. Like, not boring, just simple. but sometimes that's all you need. That is a absolutely stunning shirt. The Man City shirt for me, I'll put it in B. I got absolutely no problems with it. We're going Man City in B. The Man United shirt, though, going in A for me. It's going in A. It's going to go in A for me. I like it. What I will say, their away kit. Their away kit might be kit of the season, to be honest with you. We'll go A. We'll go A. And you know what? Just so they're on the same playing field, I put them both on A. All right? I don't want any argument. Whoa. Millwall. And they're sponsored by chocolate.
Who would have thought? Me.
No, that is an S tier for sure. That is 100% an S tier. I tell you what, boys, Plymouth Argyle, Pie Face is buzzing. That is it's an S tier. It's gotta be. It's an S tier, boys. Unbelievable. Oi! Preston North End. Absolutely nothing wrong with that either. That's another B tier. Close. Maybe A. I'm putting A tier. That goes A tier. That's wank. That's F. That's D. That's F. Sheffield United is a C. That's wank. That's wank. That looks like the Denmark retro kit. That legit looks like an absolute replica of the Denmark retro kit, by the way. So for that, I'm putting it in wank, just because they've nabbed Denmark, all right? I don't like that. That's an F. That's an F. That's an E. Hold on, let me get a better picture of the Swansea. No. Wank. D. The Tottenham one, lads. The Tottenham one, lads. Honestly, unbiased, the Tottenham one for me goes in B. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Lads, I could have been funny and put it in it. I think a respectable B. Nothing wrong with it, mate. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's not much wrong with it, but there's not much going for it. It goes in E. We've got someone sponsored by Poundland. So for me, that's an instant D. Watford. I like it, but I just don't think... I don't know. Right idea, wrong execution. West Brom looks lovely. That's an A tier. West Ham, wank. What's the bubbles doing, boys? What are the bubbles doing? That looks boring. That's an E. That looks like Boca Juniors. So that's an E. Wolves, you know what? Wolves go to C. Wrexham, for me, is a D. And the Wickham one goes in C. So that means, lads, no kit has made X tier. For me, X tier literally means perfect shirt, which you could argue is impossible. No such thing. Do you know what I mean? Lads, let me know how you rate that tier list. You know, sorry if I said your team shirt's bad. Apologies. Thanks for watching, everybody.